Okay, we are in Paris for the Paris Olympics, and with me a very special guest, Tinidhi Desinghu. Have I got the
Hi.
pronunciation right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, that's a tough one. Why is she really special? Because she is the youngest participant in the Indian contingent. You know, there are 117 athletes. Dinidhi with me is just 14 years of age.
Yeah.
She, by the way, in the history of Indian Olympics, is the second youngest to ever participate. There was another kid younger than you participated a few years ago, but you know, just at the age of 14, I mean, most of us, at 14, playing with toys and various things. Here you
Yeah.
are at the biggest sporting extravaganza that there is. How does it feel to be an Olympian, firstly?
It feels really good, amazing honor and a chance that I get to go to the Olympics at just 14 years old. You know, a lot of people don't get the chance, and a lot of us really work their whole lives just to get here. Getting a chance at just 14 is such an amazing feeling. You know, I raced today just in the morning, and I was feeling so honored to be standing in the middle of lane 4 and representing my country with the Olympic style. So it was a really good and exciting feeling. I'd say it was such an honor that I got the chance.
I was there at the swimming arena. I saw her race. She finished number one in her heat. Wasn't good enough to qualify for the semi-final, but
Yeah.
she has many years ahead of her. I want to know, in the Indian contingent, I mentioned 117 athletes. Do the rest of them treat you like a baby? They're looking after you. They're okay. Things like
Yeah,
that.
all of that perfectly fine. I wouldn't say they're treating me like such a baby.
Okay.
Because again, not everybody there is, yes, they're elder to me a lot, but like they're all 19, 20 plus like that.
So like an elder brother, elder sister.
Yes, elder brother, elder sister, sort of. So I feel like it's a really safe and happy environment that we all have with each other.
I want to know, you've participated in the Asian Games as well, a
Yes,
couple
I
of
did.
years ago. I want to know the difference in standard and the magnanimity of the entire event, the size of the event between Asian Games and the Olympics. What are the differences that you found?
Again, Asian Games was in China, and China was a little bit more stricter, had a lot more systematically done compared to Europe, where it's a little more laid back. But in terms of the swimming competition, the Olympics is packed with people. I was standing on the block and I looked everywhere and I was like, oh my god, that's so many people. It's packed completely. Asian Games, there was a lot of people. Yes, I knew that there were a lot of them, majority was China. Here there were people from all over the world flying in. The stadium was packed. It's a huge hockey stadium, so it was a huge stadium. So it was a really packed event. It was so big, it was so huge, and it was kind of, it kind of made me realize that okay, we are with the world's best here, and there's nothing more that you can get than this.
I want to know, did you, as a child, being at the Olympic Village,
Yeah.
feel like a kid in a candy store with so many superstars? And if you were you trying to get
I
pictures
did
with
do that, yes. I was actually thinking of getting pictures, but all these athletes are world class level athletes. They are world record holders, they can get the finals, the medals. So asking them for autographs or photos just like that isn't really all that good. I mean, me personally, if I was in that position, I wouldn't want people coming up to me before my event asking for photos. So I understand that going up to them isn't a really good idea, but I hope that I can get a chance maybe once the events are done.
What are your bucket, like what are the lists that you want to tick off? Who are the players that you'd be gunning for if you get a chance to get that picture?
I got a picture with Rafael Nadal. I did not get an autograph. I did not have a book. My friends are generally asking for swimmers. Again, a lot of them are boys, so a lot of them are asking for like Caleb Dressel, Ryan Murphy, and like, a lot of other swimmers.
You want to send your friends a message, tell them it's not easy. She's trying, but it's not
Yeah,
easy.
it's not, no, it's not. It's also because they're all super busy with their event, and it's not good to really distract them like that. I know I wouldn't like being distracted before my event, so I don't know when I'm going to get a chance. If I do, there is an autograph. I can guarantee you that.
Okay. Overall, I mean, in terms of the Olympic experience that I spoke to you about, just tell us a bit about your journey as well. Just at 14 to be participating for India.
Yeah.
When did your love for swimming start? How did you take on swimming, and when did you realize, or your coaches realize that she's that comparable material?
So I started swimming at around, okay, actually we'll go back a little bit more. So as a kid, I was really shy. I wouldn't speak to anybody all that well. It was a real struggle for me to speak. Basically the reason for this is because of the mix of languages in my head. I was hearing a little too much. So my head just wasn't really thinking of, okay, what do I say, which language do I say it in, so I just stopped talking. for a while. I think my parents saw that okay, there was a swimming pool next to our home. So like there's just one street. It's probably just like I don't know a minute. You don't even have to walk. So like it was maybe 30 seconds of walking. So it was just nothing all that professional. It was just like a learners club. So I started swimming there. I didn't like the water. I didn't put my feet in. I was scared of depth. I was scared of heights. So for I think 2-3 months was a struggle. We go to the pool. I'll run out or I'll cry, or even if that my mom may will be forcefully pushing it. But I used to hate that time. I never.
It's
enjoyed it.
incredible for someone who just
Yeah, I
did not
know,
like
right?
water
That's what I.
to be India's
that's
national
what,
champion.
That's what. Looking back at that, I'm just thinking, wow, what a long way we've come. And I was what maybe 6. I was 6, I think. Yeah.
I want you to tell me a bit about that. How do you what grade are you?
I'm in 9th grade right now.
So how do you manage
It's a little
your-
stressful because a lot of people are starting to get really into the studying part of
Yeah.
things because of next year's boards, and a lot of people are getting into colleges and stuff. All my classmates, well, right now they shuffled it, so I don't really know a lot of them. But for 8 years, all my classmates were kids of like scientists and doctors and engineers. So everybody didn't really have the concept of okay, professional sport. It took them a long time to understand. People will get frustrated at me. They'll be like, "Dinita, I can't send you anymore.
No,
Like, you have to
no.
come to school." I think I had some smart classmates and friends who understood that okay, she is a swimmer. She's gonna be like this. She cannot come to school. She's going to certain countries and training there representing the country. So I had a lot of friends at the time who really understood it and still helped me. Like I have classmates who still help me, like who are really nice, who are helping me with my schoolwork and projects and exams and stuff in case I need to do anything prior to stuff like that. So I think that also has played a huge role with it because again education is really important. It's not like we can just continue swimming like that forever. We also have to do some education. So I never used to like education, but I think nowadays I'm starting to like it a little more. I think because 9th grade, it's feeling a little easier. I think I'm just not sure what about the syllabus, but I'm feeling a little more interested compared to 8th grade, which was a real struggle. I didn't like it, but I think now I start to accept the fact that okay, you don't have a choice. You have to kind of do it. There's no escape route from this. You kind of have to do it. So I think accepting that itself has made education very easy for me. And I wanted to go to Harvard and MIT. So I get that it's not very easy. I don't
Why
know.
you could still go there? Why not?
I could, not that I can't. But you know, to get there, you need to study a lot, get good grades, and for me,
But you'll get
that
the
much
sports
grade-
quota as well.
That is that the sports quota. I thought the sports quota played a huge role. It plays around 50% of the role. You need that education, which is why I'm like studying.
But Diniti, thank you so much for taking our
Yeah,
time,
thank you
speaking
so
to us.
much. Yeah, thank
Very well done. Hopefully,
Yeah.
next is LA. And
Hopefully,
we'll catch
yes.
maybe.
We'll be working towards it next 4 years now.